Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And just for the record, these are the measures implemented tonight by President Cyril Ramaphosa for South Africa. It's basically a summary, but I think you'll get the idea. Okay, let's go through them. Number one, probably the most important, national state of disaster declared, rapid effective response system. 2, make sure that there's limited contact with people who are infected. 3, travel ban on foreigners from high-risk countries as of the 18th of March. Visas have been cancelled. These are countries like China, Italy, UK, US, Spain, etc. 4, South African residents to avoid travel to high-risk countries. 5, travel alerts will be issued based on risk level. Now, I have to tell you that this is going to have a huge impact on the tourism industry. Huge. Anyway, let's continue. 6, South African citizens returning from high-risk areas to self-quarantine. 7, risk country travel to be subjected to testing. 72 port of entries, 35 to be shut down, 2 seaports to be closed. 9, domestic travel discouraged. 10, gatherings of more than just 100 people prohibited. Small gathering organizers must have a plan. Schools, this is a big one. Schools to close on Wednesday till after the Easter holidays. Now, this is a huge point of difference to Australia. Australia have looked at this one very carefully, and what they've decided, and logically it makes sense what the Australians are doing, is they're going to keep the schools open. Obviously, if there's a coronavirus in a family or the student involved in a school, then they will send that particular classroom or the kids who've been in contact home to self-isolate. The reason Australia is doing this is because they're saying, and this is quite logical, but the same applies in South Africa. You let these kids go home, okay, let them out of the school. They're going to still be seeing each other. They're going to be going down the street, going to the shops, and one of them will probably catch the coronavirus and then pass it on to all their mates and stuff like that. And the actual chances of the coronavirus actually spreading through all these hundreds of thousands of school kids just basically walking around during the day, because they're not going to self-isolate, is going to dramatically increase the actual risk of the virus spreading throughout the community. You know, the clusters. So that's why Australia has said, no, we're going to keep the kids in the classroom because we know where they are, and we can make sure that, just like usual, through the routine, the parents are in control of them once they leave the school. Number 13, tertiary institutions to be consulted. 14, all businesses to ensure they intensify measures regarding hygiene control. Well, I just put a video up on Loving Life 2020 of this woman literally separating cups before they're used with her mouth and breathing into these cups. And then what she was doing, she didn't have anything across her face, of course. Then she was getting the cake or the cookie and putting it into the cup after she had actually put it in her mouth. I mean, that is just disgusting. 15, shopping malls to ensure hygiene control measures. 16, increase capacity of hospitals. 17, monitoring systems. 18, mass campaign to educate. 19, minimize physical contact. 20, funding available to reinforce the systems introduced. 21, National Command Council to meet 3 times per week. Now, the huge flaw in what they're trying to do here is disease and this open sewage systems in many of the towns and the townships, and you know, it's just it's just a petri dish for disease. That's what most of South Africa is today. So, although they're bringing in these measures, my predictions are not changing. It's going to be tragic what happens in the townships of South Africa in the coming weeks. Time will tell, but I believe that is what's going to happen. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.